Hey guys, welcome back to another how to win video. Today I'm going to be taking Brock into Solo Showdown point of view. Now a while back I did a video on using short range brawlers in long range maps, and I want to do a sequel to that video and now do long range brawlers in short range maps. As you can see, there's lots of walls and little areas that haven't got much space for long range brawlers to be able to shoot from, and also a ton of bushes just around the map. So we're going to do that, and I didn't want to really cheat and pick a brawler like Rico, because Rico can bounce his shots off of all those walls and he has got a big advantage on a lot of the short range brawlers, while Brock or say Piper do struggle a little bit more. So without further ado, let's move to the first game. Okay, spawning in the top left corner of the map, we do have a box above us, which we will go for just over here. Use all 4 shots to open it up, and I do have rocket number 4, so it may impact the gameplay a little bit in the sense that it might let me get more kills and whatnot, but when it comes to actually being able to play a long range brawler in a short range map, it shouldn't impact the gameplay much at all in that sense. Now I do know there's a mortis in the air. There's a box, the particles of the box got broken very near us. Now there's a max with an energy drink here. There's also 3 other players over to our right. And one thing I do want to say, there's a couple of ways you can attack being able to play a long range brawler in a short range map, and one of those is just camping a lot. So you can bush camp a lot just to be able to hide from people and try not to get taken out. Or what you can do is hold your ground in areas that are open. So normally maps will have at least one place that's really wide open, and if you can try and hold that down for as long as possible, you will have that advantage on anyone that comes near you. So right now we're in a very open spot. This Tara looks like she might be AFK, so we did manage to take her out. But since the top of the map and also the bottom, mainly the outskirts of this map in particular, are so wide open, it gives us a great advantage on being able to tap people and get some long-range chip shots on them if they do come in the area. Although there's a very low chance we will be able to get some first-place victories in this video, only because the map does get a lot more close in towards the middle, and that's definitely not what Brock specializes in. But you can still place really high, which is what we're aiming for in this video. So I'd say about a 3rd place or higher. And I'm just sort of like tangoing with this Rico here, just trying to get him to back away. I want to hold this ground myself, so the more damage I deal to him, the more he'll probably back away and stop going for us, just because more damage, he needs to heal up, so it might be better for us there. Now we use that super on that Ems. There's another Ems who's just below us, and we do have energy drinks spawning on us, which is very helpful. We do have a 2nd place, and despite saying that we might not get first, that we do have a chance of getting first because we had the energy drink, so I did not take that into account. We can get lucky with some of the games, like those energy drink spawns were definitely in our favor, so we managed to just use that to our advantage and get some really quick and easy kills. So it was a very good game there. We did take advantage of the top of the map for as long as we could before we had to move in towards the middle, and overall it was a very solid game, and I explained things pretty well. So I want to hop into a 2nd game to give you some more examples, so let's hop right into it. Okay, spawning in the top left corner of the map, we have a Mike and a Piper over to our left and right. So I'm going to get as close as I can to the Piper, so she deals a lot less damage than she normally would, and also to make it easier on myself to aim my shot. So we managed to triple tap her there. Like I said in the previous video, the rocket number 4 didn't really come into play there because we didn't have to use the 4th shot. We just had it there as a reserve, maybe if we missed and whatnot. And also, one thing I do want to quickly say is, in the previous game, we did get pretty lucky and didn't have to encounter many tanks. And normally you will encounter tanks when you're playing in a shorter range map, because those are normally what thrive in those sort of maps. So I want to see if I can get some examples of how to deal with them, especially Daryl's, because Daryl's are very common now. He's such a good brawler. He's definitely very strong in the meta right now, and being able to deal with them is going to be very helpful. So I want to see if I can cover that a little bit more in this video and hopefully in this game. So I see there's a Daryl in the kill feed who got a kill on a B, I believe. They're going to be very careful for that. We do have an energy drink, so we should be able to take someone out if we find them. There is someone down here. We did do 5,000 damage with 1 shot. I'm going to try and use my super, just fall back and use it. It did force him to run away, although I'm considering to just leave the situation entirely because this area here is very, I guess, covered in walls, if that makes any sense. I'd rather stay in the top left where there's a more wide open space for me to land more shots and hit players with. So we're going to stay up here instead. We're going to actually take care of these bushes, but stay like next to this wall right here, where I'm pointing at, because that way if a Daryl decides to roll up over there, they won't be able to bump us and get an easier kill on us. We will be able to run away. So sort of taking into account the little things like the Daryl maybe trying to roll us and whatnot. Now, Leon did just go for a Shelly. I think he just used invisibility. I'm hoping he doesn't have it again. He's going for that mic. We will be able to pinch this mic very easily. Just like I said, this area is so open for us. It makes it easier for us to just get some nice chip shots on players. And now we have a 10 power cube Leon that we have to deal with. So I'm going to try and conserve my ammo just a little bit more. I was using it a little bit recklessly there. He didn't just come out of the bushes and take us out. He could have done that a lot earlier just because a 10 power cube Leon does so much more damage than a 5 power cube Brock. But we still handled that game very well nonetheless. Making good decisions is also important with playing a long range brawler in a short range map. Deciding not to be near that Daryl at the bottom of the map, sort of in the middle of the game, maintaining the top left corner of the map just like we did in the previous game. So without further ado, let's jump to the third one and see how we can do there. Okay, this is when we got a top right spawn, and we do have a box below us, and I'm hoping maybe there's a box up here as well. Looks like the Leon's gonna go for that, so we will just take this box down here instead. So we use all 4 shots to open that up. I was pretty confident that there's no one around me, so that's why I used all of my ammo. Although normally I'd tell you to conserve it, because you don't know if there's someone near you camping the box and whatnot, or maybe someone will just come out and take you out instead. So normally you want to just save as much ammo as you can when opening boxes. Like right now I'm going for the Shelly instead of the box. It looks like she might be lagging a little. There's a Leon approaching me, so I'm just going to try and conserve a bit of ammo, although I used some to back him away, as it looks like he was trying to approach us very aggressively. I will keep an eye on this Leon, however, we should be able to go for him. Unless he grabs the energy drink. He did go for that. We're going to see if we can maybe hit him on the way down. I'm going to use my super, as he is very aggressive and went far too aggressive on us like that, just going in a straight line, making his movement very predictable. Now I do have an energy drink. I'll see if I can get a quick peek shot on that Colt there to finish him off by the spike. And now that we do have this energy drink, I'm going to take advantage of that and see if I can maybe clear out some tanks or some other threats in this game, like a Leon. I do see there's a Pam and a Spike. But I'm not too sure if there's anyone else that we need to deal with. So as far as I know, this side of the map has been very well cleared out because we've done a lot of the work here. So we can be pretty confident that we won't run into anyone down at the bottom of the map. This Leon's doing a very good job of dodging my shots, but we did hit him once there with an energy drink rocket, so that did weaken him a ton. It's going to encourage him to go for the kill there. He did take him out. I'm going to back away to sort of encourage him to go for the power cubes. Although I'll see if I can maybe get some cheap shots right there. Being able to get 2 quick shots on him throughout my super. And hopefully, yeah, we did get 1 rocket landing on there as well. So the Pam does notice that I weakened the Spike a ton. She's going to go antagonize him. Now we are going to be taking 2nd place again, I'm assuming. Although the Spike looks like took out the Pam. I thought the Pam got the kill instead. Although we did go down there, like I said, it's very difficult to actually get the 1st place with a long-range brawler just because you're normally going to have a one-on-one at the very end, and most brawlers will counter someone like Brock. So unless you get really lucky with an energy drink spawn of some sort, don't expect to really take 1st place. But we still took 2nd nonetheless. Very good placement. 8 trophies. We're still doing very well here. So without further ado, let's move to the 4th and final game and see if we can get some more examples. Okay, spawning in the top right corner of the map, we do have any boxes around us, I believe. We have 2 right there where the Shelly's going for, and also 1 in the corner just over here, which we will open up quickly. And now I'm going to head to the top right corner to check if there's a box up there. There is, so I'll see if I can maybe grab that before the Shelly does. We did miss one of those shots, unfortunately, because I did aim it pretty poorly, but we will be able to grab this power cube as well, and then we should be on our way to have a pretty solid game. So I'm assuming this Shelly is camping these bushes here. She did try to peek me a little bit cheekily there. We should be able to get some cheap shots on her if she does decide to peek us or play it not so smart. We are doing a very good job of keeping her weak and being able to position ourselves in a better spot, because I didn't want to be in the corner. If I put myself in the corner, that's just setting myself up for failure, because she's able to pinch us with the storm as it is trying to push us out. So we did position ourselves very well here. I'm just going to go for this Shelly. I'm going to throw out my super in the direction that she's heading in, and hopefully that was very close to taking her out. I'm going to grab this power cube instead. And then we will just head towards these bushes over here and just hold our ground in this area, since it is more open than the rest of the map. So doing very good this game. I'm very happy with how he handled that Shelly. Since Shelly is more of a closer range brawler, we use the wide open spaces of the map to our advantage, and also our knowledge on how to position very well to be able to set ourselves up for a better fight there. Unfortunately, missing those shots on the Shelly, I'm just going to have to back away, and I'm forced to move from that position just because she has more health and can pressure us by doing so. But since she's in a very bad spot now, we should be able to get some nice quick shots on her, and she is pinched in between an enemy Shelly. I'm going to use my super here because I just wanted to make sure no one was grabbing the energy drink. One could argue that it wasn't worth it, but in my opinion, Brock does build up his super very quickly. I didn't really need it for any other situations either, so I thought may as well check the bushes to be very sure there's no one there, grab the energy drink, and now we should maybe take out this Pam here. She's doing a very good job of getting us weak, and we did end up going down there. I did miss a lot of my shots with Brock, and another thing I wanted to say is that if you are struggling with positioning and being able to maneuver around brawlers like we did with that Shelly at the beginning, then you might want to check out my positioning video. I do want to make another one as well, since it is a little bit outdated, so you might want to stay tuned for that. But that'll be it for the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys did learn a little bit about how you can play longer range brawlers in shorter range maps. Now, the one brawler that I will advise is very tricky to do would be Piper, because unless you're really skilled and can hit your shots, it can be a little bit trickier with the knowledge of like positioning and things like that, because Piper's just so weak, she can really get bullied and pressured out of bad situations. But with that being said, that'll be it for me today, guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because I upload these how to win style videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and sometimes I'll upload other miscellaneous content as well as that. And if you have any further questions, be sure to pop into my Twitch streams. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting from 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. The links are down in the description below. So if you have any questions or you have any other things you want to talk to me about, feel free to join there. That's the best place to be. But that'll be it for me today, guys, and as always, keep sweating. Lines up there. It's just clearing out the bushes, which is better for... Okay, sick roll, dude.